what we do for God and allow God to do through us will affect people's lives for Jesus Christ. We can't save anyone, but what we can do is plant the seed and allow God to take over. And when we desire and become a part of the mission, then we can sing unto the Lord a new song. We can sing unto the Lord all the earth. We can sing unto the Lord, bless His name, and show forth His salvation from day to day. And we can declare His glory among the heathen and His wonders among all people. If you're here tonight and you're saved, you're an example of the greatest miracle in this world, because you passed from death unto life. Regardless of anything else we see, Christ took you from being someone dead in their sins to someone who is no longer bound to their sins. He took us from someone who was headed to eternal torment and turned us into someone who's waiting for eternal peace. That should excite us. That should cause us to want to be on mission with Him. That should bring us to the point where we want others to experience the exact same thing. Do we? If we do, spend our time with Christ, deepen our relationship through our fellowship with Him, be willing to join in His mission, and wherever He leads, go. As Jamie prepares for a hymn of invitation, are we doing or are we willing to do those things? And are we willing to stand up and say, wherever He leads, I'll go? Because listen, He's going to lead us. If you're willing to do that, we need to prepare ourselves. He's going to lead us to places that aren't always the best places to go. And He's going to lead us to commune with people who might not necessarily be the best people you want to commune with. But He's going to lead us where we are needed. And if we're willing, great things can happen. Along that road, we got to get with Him. You know, one of the things we need to pray for is pray for our missionaries who have accepted the call. Call was there. And we got to be willing as well. And when we do that, great things can happen. Not because of us. It's not about us. But because of Him. It's all about Him. Wherever He leads, will you go? Think about that as we stand and sing. Do thank you for your attention today. Do hope and pray as we leave this building. Everybody here can say, I have been saved with the shed blood of Christ. Ask you to continue, if you would, to pray for Stephanie's family, her aunt that's being buried tomorrow, her family, her cousin who's having surgery. She was a missionary. Right out of college, she went overseas for 2 years. I can't remember to what country. Bosnia, through the journeyman. Spent 2 years over there teaching English and sharing the gospel. She's told us of stories. You know, her apartment got broke into, the computer and things that the mission board gave her got stolen. They had to be replenished, and she can tell some frightful stories. And she spent some time over there doing the work of God. I ask you, if you would, to just please remember her as well as all those others who are on our prayer list. So at this time, if heads are bowed and eyes are closed, I'll lead us in our closing prayer. Most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, we just come to you today just thanking you for all your many blessings. We thank you for the wonderful salvation that you give us and the sacrifice you made that makes that possible. We thank you for the relationship that you desire to have. And our hope and prayer is there's none in this building this evening that's never experienced that salvation, that relationship. And as we experience that relationship, we just hope and pray that our fellowship is what it should be, that we can grow deeper and more intimate with you so that we can accept the call into service. We must be, as men and women of God, on mission with you to see lost people saved. This country is in need of a great revival. This world is in need of a great revival. And it can begin with me. We just hope and pray that we all think that way, that we'll be willing enough to sacrifice some of our time to do your service. We just thank you for all you do for us. I ask you to be with those that were mentioned on our prayer list, those that are sick and in need, those who've lost loved ones. Most importantly, we lift the lost up to you in the hopes that they might receive Christ before it's too late. Just forgive us of our many sins and shortcomings.